Hey, what's up, y'all? Jared Sandler here, getting ready for the Rangers and the Rays. Wanted to have a little pregame chat about Tyler Glasnow, one of the more exciting pitchers in baseball. Throws incredibly hard, one of the hardest throwers. Fastball that averages right around 97 and a half miles an hour. He really kind of emerged from a national standpoint with the playoff run and the World Series appearance by the Rays last year, just because the Rays don't get a ton of national attention. He also is a really interesting case study, I guess, and thought it'd be a cool opportunity to maybe take you uh, inside a clubhouse, inside the mind of either a pitcher or a coach or whoever is involved in decisions regarding a pitcher's repertoire and also how they attack. And so I guess let's start with this. Tyler Glasnow has added a slider to his arsenal. Well, why would he do that? He was so good last year. Why would he need to add another pitch? Uh, he was previously a fastball curveball pitcher with the occasional changeup. Didn't throw it a lot. He had it. His curveball was an incredibly good pitch, but not one that he threw for a strike very often. And because of this, when he would fall behind in counts, he became very fastball reliant. And as dominant as he was, a lot of the metrics when he was behind in the count were below or worse than league average from a hitter success standpoint. He threw his curveball in the zone just 32% of the time. That was tied for second lowest in 2020 among curveball pitchers. Now, hitters chased that pitch just 20% of the time when they were ahead in the count. When they were behind in the count, they chased it around 42% of the time. So when they were ahead of the count, they knew just to lay off that pitch. He didn't throw it for a strike very often. So this year, he's throwing his curveball, but he's throwing the slider now too, and he's throwing the slider more. The curveball has been in the zone about 33% of the time, still not great. And the slider's raw numbers are not incredibly impressive. The curveball has this nasty movement and the profile of the pitch is great. The slider is just kind of ordinary, but he's able to throw it for a strike. So it allows his other pitches to play up. Hitters can't just sit on the fastball. They got to consider the slider. And now the slider helps mask the curveball. Last year he threw his fastball 85% of the time when he was behind in the count. That becomes very predictable. This year, and it's small sample size, but that's down to 70%. And you want another small sample size stat. His ability to go from 1-0 to 1-1 this year is 10% better. Last year, when he was down 1-0, he only got to 1-1 48% of the time. So a lot of times 1-0 became 2-0. This year, he's getting to 1-1 after falling behind 1-0 58% of the time. So the addition of the slider, even though it's not this exceptionally nasty pitch, has allowed Tyler Glasnow holistically to become a better pitcher. That's a little Tyler Glasnow report as the Rangers get ready to face him tonight.